The next person that was on the itinerary is Unique Supreme. He was doing a video presentation before after he did his commentary, but he's currently working with the technology. So I'm gonna let him speak, and he can explain the rest of that.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace. I come in the name of Father Unique Supreme Allah. I met Allah B in the computer lab. That's when I came out of college. He said I went back home. And I created a computer lab. Now Allah B told me not to say this, but I'm going to say it. When I finished creating the computer lab, Allah B said to me, Unique, I need to be here. And at first I was like, nah. And then he started crying. For real. For real. He started crying till it touched my heart. And then he told me, Unique, you too soft to do this. Really. The type of man you are, you too soft to do this. I have to do this. And much respect to Allah B that we had kids. And if you go to YouTube, you'll see Allah B and some of the people making statements about how they went to college from being in the computer lab. Actually, we have one individual, Jew's son, who was in the computer lab, and he made a statement. And I was glad to see where he's at now. He's in Morehouse College. Is he finished? Jew? Is he finished yet? Okay, see, that's a beautiful thing. And that's because when you have something like we have around the corner, and your kid is there, your kid is safe. It's not on the street, there's no problems. I mean, on that corner, I seen Allah B have that corner where, like the young kids that was coming inside the school, and they would walk past some of the people that were at the door, but they respected Allah B with peace. So they never came in there and acted any kind of way or was wild in any kind of way that it was just peace. So I created a little video, and it's mostly with Allah B speaking. It's like 48 minutes. I can't let it go for 48 minutes. But I can give you a little presentation, a preview of it, and then around when we get to the yard there, we can keep on going with it. All right?
Yes.
Thank you. Peace. So before we adjourn, I've had a few requests from a few people. The firstborn of Pelon, Yuala. Unique. So we played on silent here, we played the sound in the yard, so people can speak while they watch. Okay. Appreciate it.
Peace.
Peace.
I knew the law since I was 5 years old. And the reason I knew them that long because we was raised in the same block. And him and his little game used to chase me home from school. Allah B, back in the day, what you would call, he was a bad nigga. I mean, all of Harlem knew Kobe. And when we came into the knowledge of ourselves, like he was older than me, I used to hang out with his younger brothers, Dougie and Howard. But when we came to the knowledge of ourselves, his family moved to P-Line, and my family moved to P-Line. And me and him hooked up in P-Line. And the first stronghold we had in P-Line was on Henry Place.
We moved that stronghold to around Southern Boulevard where a lot of big women, I call her by her honorable name, Judy was. Can't think of her right. Around 1968, the father needed people to go over there and teach in P-Line. So he commissioned me and Allah B to go over there and teach. So we became the firstborn in P-Line because our dynamic teachers over there. Born Allah would take the babies and we would take them to baseball games, we'd take them to the basketball courts, and we would be held responsible for these babies. If you was around us and a baby got hurt and you came back unscarred, then you're gonna get hurt. Because it's your responsibility to look out for them babies. When we was teaching at P-Line, me and our brother set up a GED program. We used to go down to City Hall to get funds for the programs that we were setting up in P-Line. We would hold our parliaments every Friday and fill up the school or the storefront or whatever we had. We was teaching so much in P-Line that we had to hire extra buses when we went out to Bear Mountain Park or any place else. But the main thing that Allah B would show, other than teaching, is character. He had a strong physical presence. Because I remember coming up with him, he had a lot of little games with him, but anybody can beat them. It was him. Everybody would say, oh shit, here come Cody. And everybody would go home, run indoors. And that's the truth. This was my brother, my partner. He was the one with me, or I was with him, because he was my older brother, and I would give him that respect. And the decisions that we would make in P-Line, I would agree more with him than I would agree with myself. Because I did look up to him in the dead world and in the live world. And the only thing I can say in remembrance of him, that he really ain't dead. I went back until the last person who remember him died. And then there'll be no more to remember, because then we'll all be together. Peace.
Peace, God. You Allah. One of the things I like to say, that as God, we learn that we only speak the truth. But we also learn with understanding that not all truth is meant to be spoken. That's one of the things I love about Allah B, because his wisdom built to destroy, because he acknowledges equality. And he acknowledges equality because he had knowledge of the wisdom, meaning that he knew where he was, who he was, what he was doing there, how he was going to do it, and why he was going to do it.
Right.
Time and place, purpose is all we about. That's what knowledge itself is about. So I'm glad the brother Allah spoke about the things that he remembers and glorifies him for, because the person that we knew now, somebody like myself that I know he loved me, because I never had a conversation with him about jail, none of that stuff. I'll tell him straight up, I don't want to hear that jailhouse shit. Because that's not who I met. Not that he wasn't the one that opened up slapping season when it was time to open up slapping season. And I had his back all the way. But that's not the man I met. I know the man he was. It reminds me of people calling El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz Malcolm X to this day, when that man went through another transformation and grew some more. But people always remember that other dude. They don't remember your best. They always remember your mistakes for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get credit for what you didn't do, as my brother Aleem likes to say. But moving right along, in tune with what I'm speaking about, I want to present the sister Earthly Jewels, Inez Dinkins. Okay, well, she may have gotten upset because she may have patience issues with me. But Inez Dinkins entrusted her to present an award, a community award for Allah B in her name, because she couldn't be here. So maybe she'll be at the repass and do it there where I actually had her on the program for, but that's all good. We'll move on from her because it's not about her. So, I'm gonna put the chef on. Freedom.
Peace, family. I love you. You know that's my man. You know he was gangster. Y'all know he was gangster. Let me tell you something. He was loved. He loved New York. He loved the 5 boroughs of New York City. He was a 5%er. 5% is 5 boroughs of New York. I came from Brooklyn, New York. And every time when I came up to Harlem, I seen him. I met him through Allah. My name was Raheem Islam Allah. They called me Chef because I worked all over New York City. I worked in McGraw-Hill Fire Company, Colgate Company, the Plaza Hotel on 59th Street and 5th Avenue. And that was 68 and 69. But Allah B, this is his day. I was in Florida. And I got the call. I fell in the water, bust my butt. But let me tell you what Allah B said. He said, only way for you to see Allah, you'll have to get together. And y'all divided. He didn't like that. He didn't like y'all fighting one another, talking about one another. He was about unity. He was about family, friends. He didn't judge you on face value. That's not a 5% way. We're here to teach freedom, justice, and equality to all human families of the planet. And that was his job as a civilized person, to teach civilization, righteousness, knowledge of self, science, everything in life, which is love, peace, and happiness. He gave his word on one run. On one run! He gave all in his power. So what Allah B said before he go, he told me something. He said every barrel is supposed to have a book. Just as old man Justice said, every barrel is supposed to take care of their own barrel. Medina take care of Medina, Mecca take care of Mecca, Piedmont take care of Piedmont, the desert take care of the desert, and CI take care of CI. 5 books. If Medina have a party, it goes in the book. Piedmont have a party, it goes in the book. If the desert have a party, it goes in the book. The CI get a party, it goes in the book. Everything goes in the book. The baby girl, she have a party in the favor of all the children. It come on the heart. We gonna have a party for the boys. I'm giving a party for the boys. Okay, this is gonna be a hose, cold, dress code, white, all white. This was all predicted. We already predicted it. Made him a long time ago. Family, you're so beautiful family. I see how he taught. His family, friends, and community. Community control. That's what Allah is about. Saving the boroughs in New York City. Allah took 5 boroughs, the 5%. Allah B said,